This is a review of the helicopters so far today on October 30th. So at 6:45 a.m., what sounded like a military helicopter flew across the street, down the street if you're looking across the street, right to left in the copter pocket, decently low because I was in my bedroom and I heard it, and I'm an expert at the sounds now, and I could tell the difference in altitude. And then so I made it outside, but my phone storage was full and my phone battery was only at 18%. So last night I had uploaded a 14 or 15 minute video of a review of the police helicopter events for October 29th and left it to load overnight. But I think that my internet was shut off because the video didn't load, and therefore my storage was still full when I woke up because I hadn't deleted it because it wasn't uploaded. I found out when I woke up. And so the copter then ascended and made a left turn at 24191 and then went out over El Dorado Park. And so he did the Ascension, trying to make it like that. There's a terrible hill there, a massive mountain. And also the turn for the military copter Coverup, where he responded to my camera, which is at one of the only points of proof, I guess, which is absurd, and continued out into the park. And on top of that, it was misty out, so you couldn't see it, and that was purposeful. So when I got outside, I tried to record it a couple times, and I could only basically get it leaving, just the sound a little bit. And there's also so then that happened, and then later a helicopter came back across my roof in the fake line where they deviate from the park, and they call it like a traffic route now, and that originated basically after they let me out at 11 o'clock at night and then tried to spotlight me on Caladad and then chased me back to my house. So that's when they mobbed across my roof to lead me out down there, and they just incorporated it like everything else into their basic routine. And so that's odd too, because if that wasn't the police helicopter, why is he mobbing on the routine route? And then later they sent out a UN copter Coverup that was tuned to sound a little bit more powerful and chop a little more kind of like a growl, like a military copter. And it did this, it flew in the same exact route. So I think what they were trying to do is to get a video. Originally it was probably a military helicopter in the morning. It sounded like it. I don't think it was the tuned up UN copter Coverup to sound like a military copter. So I think they flew a military copter and did a turn there, a variation of it, and an ascension, because recent events, the ascension, descension on the hills, including the police copter circles yesterday, were pretty screwed up. So they had the military copter do another avoidance of the hill somehow and turn in the opposite direction to create variations and cover it up. And also because they're fabricating evidence, so they're going to provide that video. Since I've been out here since they started doing the turns, they don't have any videos of the helicopters doing turns there from beforehand at all. So then the question would be, why are the helicopters only turning after that event? And so they tried to send this one by, and they made my storage full by shutting off my internet overnight so that my video wouldn't upload. And then they sent that helicopter out, and they're going to say that it happened before the other Black Hawk one, the damming starting point of the turns, and they're going to show that evidence. And I don't know how they can probably edit out the mist and all kinds of stuff. Probably had people right on top of them. There was a Cessna right after that who was right next to me, and he was the one that recorded it. And so then they flew the black Coverup UN copter out later on, and they flew it in the same route, and it was tuned similarly to a military copter, so that they can say that's all it was. And then they have this unknown time video. It's like, oh, we got one, and they're going to provide that as evidence of the military copter doing an ascension, so the hill issue, and then turning at the same point. And so that's how it went. He flew down the street from the Alicia end and then towards 24191 down that side, and then made an ascension left and up out into the park. So whatever video people get and they're told that it happened before that other right damming turn, this is the morning that it happened on. And then they tried to cover it up with the UN Coverup copter.